two or three board meetings ago, Director Mattson brought up the notion that where was the advocacy and the influence of student support and faculty support for state funding during the last long session during 2019. At which point, the Full-Time Faculty Association president said that it was requested during negotiations for the contract for full-time faculty that there be 3 days of lobbying hours allocated to go down to Salem. Well, I took my own time to advocate for my community. Why can't the faculty do the same?
Blame the victim.
I sat here and listened to 5 hours of testimony, and now this is my turn to speak my truth and my understanding. I will not support the increase of tuition of $15. I graduated in 2009, and I am still paying tuition loans to this day. I refuse to be a continued burden via tuition increases on future students. So for that reason, I support the motion that is being presented before this board today.
And as a board, as I stated previously, we have the fiduciary responsibility for meeting the educational needs of our community into the future. The process is also important as a part of our accreditation. So last February, as I stated earlier, at our board retreat, we discussed a tuition increase that we felt, though not necessarily easy for our students to bear, would help toward addressing the deficit. Raising student tuition, as you have heard around this table, is always an extremely difficult decision. So at the same retreat, as I spoke previously, we directed the president to conduct a review of academic and non-academic programs, as well as looking for new sources of revenue and to present a recommendation to the board. I want to thank my colleagues on the board for their thoughtful approach to this recommendation. They have all taken time to ask substantive questions and to listen to all points of view. So in my opinion, we have two issues going on here. Making cuts is also an extremely difficult decision. And going forward, it's my hope that we will all engage in the meaningful work that lies ahead of us for the sustainability of this college that we all love. We do appreciate and believe in our students, faculty, and staff at Mountain Community College. Unfortunately, right now we don't have the, as you've heard from other board members, we don't have the luxury of time. We need to address the budget shortfall for this upcoming academic year. I think we all heard the tuition increase to our students if we don't, $15 a credit hour. That's too much. It's also my hope, as we've talked about the state legislature, that we all bring our passion and expertise to our state legislators who continually underfund community colleges session after session. We all know and believe in the importance of community colleges, and we deserve to be funded at an appropriate level. It is my understanding, as I believe Director Mattson just pointed out, that there will be no funds provided in the short session from community colleges. And this is an issue for our 17 community colleges across Oregon. This is not specific to Mountain Community College. But we cannot continue to be underfunded by the state. So I believe our board has listened, asked questions, and is now ready to make a decision on this recommendation. So thank you. Do we have any other discussion from board members? Okay, thank you. We have a motion and a second on the floor to accept the president's recommendation. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed?
Any abstentions? The motion carries.
I think that the decisions made are going to affect a broader span than what is anticipated with the other classes and courses that students won't be taking because they can't get into the programs that they want.
Community colleges play a huge role in people's lives. They're more affordable, they're closer to home. Some people can't go to four-year institutions, and so they go to places where they can get these really good like 2-year degrees that Mount Hood offers, and a lot of other community colleges don't even offer them. I think even some at PCC like we have that they don't. So I just think that me and a bunch of other students I know would have been willing to pay that extra 15 per credit, $15 because it's already like 100. I mean, what's another 15 per credit? It's, I think it's worth it for the community.